Hello, welcome to Seeking Heaven, the Near-Death Experience and Other Phenomena. I'm your host, Tamara Caulder Richardson, and I'm a six-time near-death experiencer, spiritually transformative experiencer, starseed, and channeler and medium. Welcome to today's show. We have a fantastic light code activator, starseed contactee, abductee, cosmic healer, and there's so many things she does. I mean, she's just a mega starseed. And so I'm speaking about Althea Lucrezia Avanzo. And today she's going to be talking about, if you haven't seen the other episodes, please see it, but she's going to be doing a live letting, helping with a healing, a live activation. And I'm just going to give her the floor and let her go from here. So thank you for being here, Althea.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm going to be pulling through some codes. You need to really stay in a space of openness. Try to listen with your heart and not with your mind. And yeah, just have fun, play, be in a space where you're able to receive. The clearing might go on for a while. I'm going to speak as the light language comes through. It usually comes through as sounds and vibrations of frequency. So yeah, my advice to you would be just to not try to understand and listen with your heart center. So closing your eyes, opening up. Naya takokoro ishe satera ichano to kokoro matakara ishe taka chira taka kriktana troat krea mir eyusho tokoana iecharasiet koroa matakara tiera takrakt nrea troat kriat re ayasheto kokonor naraish masena taka tiara takara ichero toko araisen mara ieshete koko chiana tara iesotoko reat krat koroat karaisen matakara krikt. Okay. This is going to help with clearing any stuck emotions. You might feel a little bit of dizziness, a little bit of nausea. Natkakakaroishe, Chiaratakaka, Krien Maratareatro, Oseta Kakarishe Natakrakt, Ranmere Etero Ishe Takakrik Natro, Trea Siena Takre, Chero Sutokona Taraich, Metakarai Senataka, Tarateara Krektro, Trea Tre Utkoroa, Yesit Ariesh Matkarai Senatakra. Okay, opening systems, opening, calling in, more light, divine rays coming in, angelic rays, aurora rays coming in, anchoring, opening, clean, releasing, releasing now, letting go of old paradigms, old structures, old habits. Nayo to kokokokoroye shitata triosito kokoroi shinata. Taimaria shitira calling in more light, more divine rays, rays of truth, rays of knowledge, rays of understanding of self, more understanding of self coming in, more light. Taisha matakakaraya setoro triet karai sit marai seno tuku chiara takara yesitara ishe takara ishe natakara ishe matur oyeshira takara. Remembering to raishe tukukuru ishe takakara ise oroata karien marataka shetakara kraktna tria ese orotukua ishe nataka meraya chie neate kara ishe tokoko ishe natakakara ishe takara trio toto ishe natakakakakakakakakakakakakakakakakakakaka. Remembering to play natoru ishe nataka ishe mo oroaya seta chira takakrektna troatera ise tara ishe takakara ishe nataka tier maratre otkuroatre setoro aisen maratakara tira setakara okay. Shano tokokoi shinatakara isetakara ise oroitera shetakara metakara. I'm going to pull through for some throat clearing now. Tero ishetakakakoro ishe chai marata sira ishe tokokoro ishetakara trietara isetakara isen is a big struggle right now. Collectively with setting boundaries. Nia takakaraishe tsarmataraise toro kokokoroishe nataka chemataraise rotokoro atere tere natakaraisheta chiano tokuara yasie toko taraima chitaka kakrieta Maratre otoroa kakara yese aishe no tokokokokom taikake yashita chian mataratri ese tokoroa tarayana takara ishmasie neuro tokoa ishe na takara itsmero toroa kakara ichiero tokoroa takara ise takakrakt. When I burp, I'm clearing collectively naisha takakuru shimata chira takakara isi tukura trea takara isi takrekna tratre masina takara chira siro tuku uria takara ishinata sira ishinatakara. There's a lot of very high vibrational beings actually connecting and coming through naisha tukukuro isi naisha takara isi mara ichi tukukuro isi nataka ereo tuko ishina nia mara ishi tukukura takara trie uru ria Nayat naraishe marateate koroai sira teraishe to naraichera matakarati takakraktna tarasiero to koroa sira marachera seno to riet narachera create koro krakt. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna seal up. I'm just going to seal up if any of you have holes in your auric field. Closing, sealing with divine light, divine rays, Christed, white light coming through, coming in, anchoring, more light. Okay, they're sending me through activating codes now. Opening, anchoring, activating blueprint, anchoring codes into blueprint structure. Nietaroishetaka Chiamaraturo Isiatekara Trie. Some of you might feel the activation in the higher chakras, around the third eye, around the crown. You might feel pressure, tingly, whistling in your ears, a little bit foggy, or you might feel fog and density lifting. As the transmission ends, you will integrate in the heart space as well. So expect an emotional release too. Letting go of old structures, old paradigms, old emotions, old energies, letting go. Clearing now, all that no longer serves you, all that is stopping you from being in the light, letting go. Clearing now, divine rays coming in, anchoring, more light, more unity, consciousness, more unity, consciousness coming in, divine source, light, anchoring, yatoroishe takakarai teraimasie nayaro toroiche atekara yatsmero toroise taraise takaishina takara tsina takara. I'm pulling in from the central galactic sun now. Chiatokuro akakara tirea chieno tokura teratre satarai metakai shinata shinata krek terora yatekaya chieno toko maya chiena takakaya chira seta tokuro tekakrak. Nariat ruan marat ria chira sirati haishina to kukuishina takameria shita nya narai narai shito Karaishanata. Maratera yes tokua yeshanat siero tokuro keramata karaishanata karam naishata. They'd have me channeling for 2 hours if it was up to them. Naikaishe tokoishanataka. I'm just gonna close up now. Karaichataro se matea shinataka. Shino tokara ichia se tokoishanataka. Te karameya tokoishanata tata ishe tokore taraisenata. Maya tera kriktanatro trea te koroichetaka. Niatarache toro kruktu kutukurishe mataka. Tio toko ishina te chiro toko amrai te orosia taka. Tiena takara kret koroa takara isina takara. Yeah, okay, guys. Na ishima toko ichi. Chira taka ne araya tere isina toko ne shira taka. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because when I start and I open, when I'm doing this kind of collective work on, interaction with others and whatnot, that if it was for them, because there's so much that needs to come through all the time, they have me channeling for hours. So I kind of need to be like, okay, guys, like enough for now. I'm going to pull through a little bit more later. So yeah, that was kind of pretty self-explanatory. Generally, when I pull through, I do get told what is coming through at what moment and in what way it's assisting collectively. Everyone will integrate differently. Everyone's energy field and system is different, but you might feel some of the symptoms and sensations that I mentioned.
Okay, so as you're doing it, do they tell you, is it quick telepathy or is it just more of a flow?
My channel is fully anchored in my system, so it's not anything external. It's something that is anchored within me. If that answers the question.
Yeah, it's a flow. It's within you. Okay, and so it's just it's an integration. So as you were doing that, I had some sensations. You may give some feedback. Okay.
Yes, please. I would love to.
Okay. So at first, it took a while, and I could feel when you were saying, when you said, clear, I could feel, well, first of all, as you were talking, I added my little 2 cents and I said, I asked for Jesus, St. Michael, Metatron, Sirians, Arcturians, Palladians, and my team. And as I did that and you were doing it and you were starting, my crown chakra was wide open. It was like, I was like vibrating. I was so high. And then as you moved to the throat area, that felt okay. That felt okay because here's the thing. I have been speaking my truth. I mean, I have this podcast. I mean, we're talking about this, right? So that was kind of okay. But then it moved to the heart area and I felt like old pains there, because you can't do any of the star work without going to the heart area, right? That's how we connect. So I started feeling sad and like a loss. And then I started feeling really nauseous. So I think that, my stomach's been upset today. And I wonder, because I'm very spiritual, I wonder if it's because of this, they were already like pre-working on me because I never have problems, just to let you know, I don't have stomach issue. I don't have, it's very rare for me. So the fact I was like, what is up? This is weird. But we have to realize some of these things come through physically that are spiritual. And I never thought about that right off. I'm thinking, well, what did I eat? I didn't eat anything weird. I mean, it seems a bit, queasy. And then I started feeling very nauseous. And as you started going through the healing of the heart, I started feeling more queasy and nauseous. And then I heard, feel it, embrace it, and release it. It's okay. That's what I heard. And that it was okay to kind of feel into that and then just let it pass by. And so, and then when you said ground it, the lighting, ground it. And then when you said raise a light, what I saw is that within me, that I had all these light cords around me with sacred geometry that were connecting to other dimensions and beings that also had light. And they were holding so beautiful. They were holding,
I can see it. I'm seeing it now as you're saying it. I'm seeing it.
They're holding their presence for me. Like, we love you.
Like the net.
It was so
Yeah.
beautiful. Like, I love you. And it was like they were holding it. And so it was coming within me and then it was connecting, but it was all sacred geometry. And they were just so happy that we're doing this. And it's true when you said they would just keep me doing this, and they were like, yeah, we would, we would eventually have you stop and rest, but yes, we would. And so they really do want to help people. And I think that when you were saying let go of stuff, one of the big things that, I talk about, and that really the reason that I started this, one of my teachers is Jesus Sananda, and he shows up with Astor, my world like yours. But anyway, it's letting go of the dogma, letting go of the labels, letting go of, I'm a male or I'm a female, I live here, I live there, I'm like this, but don't, because we're so many things, and we're spirit, we're timeless, and not to let that define who you are, because it stops you on your spiritual journey. And really, when you were saying release these blocks, the blocks are within ourselves. And so this is so needed. I mean, so many people cannot see beyond their conditioning of their childhood, of a condition. Most of the conditioning is what they've agreed to. It's really coming within themselves. So we have to be able to release that. So I felt like that was happening all with this. I felt like that there was a lot of love too. And as you're doing this, I saw these really long arms and this gentleness presence. I guess it was the Manus people, but it was this gentle, sweet, really loving, and kind of a good sense of humor too.
Yeah.
It's a good sense of humor. And then I heard, remember to laugh. Remember to laugh.
This came through also. It was like, remember to have fun, remember to play. It's a message that comes through quite often whenever I do channelings on video and things like that, because sometimes people forget. They take, yes, you need to be serious, you need to be disciplined, but you also need to remember to play. Remember, you chose to be here, you chose to have this human experience, so enjoy it and have fun with it as well.
Well, Althea, people don't always like to hear that, but it's true. We did agree to be here. We did agree. This isn't an accident that we're here, which is the good news, because we all have a mission. We all, just our presence, especially vibrating in love, is enough. I've been told that just a loving presence is enough. But I thought that was peaceful. In the end, I felt peace. And I felt loved, and it was so nice. Actually, they were like what I was getting to, that I had my team here, and they were like really grateful. They were like, oh, thank you for letting us help and be here. They were really polite. They were like,
what I feel when I channel like this, and also regardless whether I'm live, whether I'm filming or whatnot, is I actually open up to allow a lot of different versions of myself and of higher selves and of higher selves of people in the collective who need to be healed and whatnot. So sometimes I'm hosting a live and I have 200 people's higher selves trying to send me codes and things to come through to help, to assist, to heal. So it's very important also for people to understand that they can call their own team, they can call their own connection. They don't need anyone else to connect to their higher selves and to their team and whatnot. And as you said, yes, your team wants to help you. You must remember to call them and to ask for them to come through and help you.
Yeah, absolutely. And can you explain, the burping or yawning or whatever? Is that your personal release? Or what is is that something bigger?
When you get to a certain level of clearing and releasing and channeling, your whole system becomes a big channel. So you actually start clearing collectively. You start clearing for other people. You also clear for yourself. And it's energy. It needs to be cleared. It needs to be released. It needs to go somewhere. So it will come out as a yawn, burping, coughing, sometimes like peeing. It's a lot of different channels in different ways. Yeah. So the burping is just the most functional and easier when I'm clearing a lot of energy. I'm yawning as well. Sometimes I have a colleague who coughs the whole time. So it's just energy. So my whole body becomes one big crystalline chakra structure. I bring in low vibrational frequencies. I convert them into high vibrational frequency and codes, and they get released in that way.
Well, it's fascinating because, this is one of your unique abilities and missions, but some are very active. Some are spiritual warriors. Some just hold the space for others, and they're all different, some like, with me, I'd give messages and sometimes it's just channeled, it'll just start coming out. But I think that it's all about raising the vibration. And the other thing about when someone is burping or these things coming out or whatever it is, we have to release blocks, because the blocks have actually, they have structure to them. I know that people can't see it, but these blocks literally are like an etheric solid. And so when this happens, it's a release. And I think another release that you started doing, which was adorable, is you started laughing. That's a release. And people don't realize that that's a physical release. I mean, I would rather laugh than cry. But crying is good too, because that's a release. You have to release these blocks physically, because part of it is when you release it in the physical world, you're saying, you can't just do it all internal work spiritually. You have to say, I'm done with this. It's like you admit to the universe, the 3D universe, I'm done with this block. Thank you. And so it has to be some kind of display. So it's actually a very healthy thing. So I really appreciate that. That was fantastic. And actually, I felt like I was writing your frequency, like, like a little frequency train. And I almost wanted to like say exactly the things you were saying and be in sync. Like it felt like I was on your frequency train. So thank you so much for doing that. I hope everybody enjoyed that. And it was a beautiful expression spiritually, and also something that can help you. And you can go back, and people can go back and do more clearing. They can watch this episode and go back and get layers of an onion, right? They can get this. What if you did a few days?
Remember to maybe get into a meditative state, and just clear your mind, and maybe close your eyes, do a little bit of breath work before you go into the actual clearing. You can be lying down, you can be sitting, whatever works for you. There's a lot more on my channel as well if they want. I've got specific ones for specific chakras and specific activations as well. But one way or another, the system will integrate. Even if you don't necessarily feel as much, it doesn't mean you haven't received the code. Some people integrate later, some people integrate in their sleep, some people integrate immediately, some people feel very triggered. That's things that need to be released. So everyone's system is different, so you will integrate in your own unique way.
Right. Please subscribe, like, and make comments, and support this channel by becoming a member. Thank you for your continued support.